Hello, dearest. Welcome back to my channel. This is Maafeli. Hoping everyone is doing wonderfully well. Today, I'm going to show you how to make pure coconut oil that can last for a year on a countertop without any refrigeration, no addictive or preservative. So whilst you are watching, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on the bell so that you will not miss out in any upload that I make, and also share my recipes. Can you see this coconut oil on the counter? It's been there for about 4 months now. So we'll go ahead and then start the coconut, and as you can see, I am busy to put on my apron so nicely and put on the hat so that it will not mess myself. So here I have Sister Elena, my neighbor, with me here to help me with the coconut. Say hi to my team, Sister Elena.
Hi everyone, how are you?
So next, we are going to start to break the coconut. So as you can see, I am busy to break the coconut and then take out the water nicely into the bowl. And Sister Lina here is helping me to take out the meat out of the shell whilst I am busy breaking them nicely. As a grandchild of a man who owned the biggest coconut farm in our village, I do not forget, because it was one of our family business. It was a business that every grandchild has to help when it is time to harvest coconut. So whilst we are busy with it, I am helping also to take out the meat from the shell nicely, while Sister Lina is helping me take out the shell into a plastic bag and discard them nicely. So once we are done, we are going to move to the next process. So now I am done. You see how it is. I am done everything just like this, and the next thing to do is to transfer them into the zinc and add hot water to it, or cold water will also do, but I prefer hot or warm water to make it easier for cleaning all the dirt inside nicely. So as you can see, just look at the way it look. I am going to wash them very clean and put them in a bowl nicely, just like the way you see me doing it here. And it is so easy and simple. So once I am done, I will show you how it look. So now I am done, and here is my washed coconut ready to be processed. So now I'm going to show you two ways to process your coconut. If you have a blender that can crush, you can cut your coconut into small cubes like the way you see me cutting them nicely. Just look at the way I am cutting them. I'm going to cut them until I am done, and then transfer it into a blender that can crush, just like this one. If you have a blender that can crush, just transfer it into it like this, and then crush it using the pour side of the blender, and before you transfer it into another blender and blend into smooth. And the second one, I'm going to use the food processor. So I'm going to transfer the pieces of the coconut into the food processor and then shred them nicely like the way you see me doing it. I'm going to keep on shredding them until it is full. Once the bowl is full, then I will move to the next process. So please do not forget to share this recipe. If you are watching me, watch the end, like, and also share and subscribe if you have not done that yet. So I will keep on shredding my coconut nicely, just like the way you see me doing it, until the bowl is full. And now that the bowl is full, I will move to the next process. Maafeli's kitchen. Oh yeah, there is nothing you cannot find in this channel. Oh. So now that I am done, I'm going to take out the lid and also take out the blade out of it nicely and set aside. And the next thing to do is to take out the blender, and I will transfer it into my blender nicely at this point. Once I am done transferring it, I will just add water to it and then cover it with the lid and then put it on the blender base and begin to blend. So whilst I was blending, I can see the water is not enough. So my blender needed enough water to blend it smoothly. So I added enough water to it. So if your blender need enough water to blend, do it the same way. So I'm going to blend until it is completely smooth. And once it is smooth, the next thing to do is to take it out of the blender base nicely, just like the way you see me doing it. I will take out the lid and transfer it into the strainer. I am using the cheesecloth and the strainer under it as well, so that it will help preventing the cheesecloth to be inside all the milk. So what I will do now is to squeeze the milk out of the chaff nicely, like the way you see me doing it. And once I am done, I'm going to transfer it back into the blender for the second time. So the second time, I'm going to add water to it again and blend it until it is completely smooth for the second time as well. Please, I live in a noisy area, so if you hear noise, please forgive me for that. So now I am going to blend it for the second time until it is completely smooth. I will then transfer it into the cheesecloth and then squeeze out the juice out of it nicely for the second time. And once I am done squeezing out the juice, this time I'm going to discard the chaff into a bowl. I am not going to use it for anything for now. I have enough of coconut flour, so you can discard them. So I'll repeat the same process until the bowl is full. And the chaff, normally in my village in Ghana, normally is a food for pigs. So those who are rearing pigs, they normally take them for food for their pigs. So now it's full. The next thing I'll do is to transfer it into this bucket that I have there. So I'll repeat the same process until I am done with all my coconut, just like this. So now I am done. So I'm going to cover it with the plastic and then cover it with the lid as well. And once I am done covering it with the lid, the next thing to do is to take it and put it in the sun outside, because I want the fermentation to happen very fast. And in the evening, I will put it back in the house. So the next day, just look at the way it looks. It is so nice and perfect. Fermentation has taken place, and look at the way it looks. It has melted very beautifully and nice. And you can see the card is on top, some of the oil is under. So the next thing to do is to take out the card from the water into a saucepan or a fry pan. You can use any fry pan or even old fry pan for this, and I will tell you why in a minute. So as you can see, the water is under it, and I'm almost done taking out all the cards. So now it is so small inside. So what I will do now is to use a strainer to take out the rest nicely into the fry pan. And as you can see, just look at that. The remaining is just water. So what I will do next is to discard the water and throw them away and move to the next process. So now I am done. So the next thing to do is to transfer it into the fire and begin to stir. Now we are going to fry our coconut oil. So I'll keep on frying it just like the way you see me. And at this point, the oil is beginning to come, so it's splashing everywhere. So what I'll do next is cover it with the lid to prevent it from splashing and messing up everywhere in my stove and also myself. So I will keep on stirring and covering it periodically until the water in it are completely dry and is no longer splashing everywhere. So just look at the way it look now. It's no longer splashing everywhere. The water in it are well absorbed, and now the oil is coming out nicely. And at this point, just look at the way it look. It is not completely done, but if you want to do a partial frying, then you can decide of straining it. But to me, this one is not the perfect one I am looking for. We are looking for something that will last for a long time. So I'll keep on stirring and just look at the way it look now. It is brown. This is what I am looking for. The card is supposed to be brown. Just look at the way it look. It is so nice and perfect and full of oil. All the oil are completely out and beautiful. So at this point, what I will do is to turn off the heat, because the aluminum plate has a lot of heat in it and it will take long time to cool down. So I don't want it to get burnt. So right now, what I will do next is take my chiffon cloth or cheesecloth with my strainer and a bowl, and then I will place my chiffon cloth on top of the bowl and add my strainer to it nicely, just like the way you see me doing it. And the next thing to do is to take out the oil, including the fried card, into the strainer. So I'll keep on taking them all into the strainer until I am done. Just look at the way I am making it. It is so nice and perfect. This will prevent any further chaff or card into the oil. So I will just make sure to take everything out and put it in Maafeli's kitchen. We don't waste anything, no. So just look at me. I am pouring out everything into it, and here we are. Our coconut oil is ready. Just look at that, and it has to be golden brown. When it is golden brown, then you will see that yes, your oil is nicely fried and beautiful. And at this point, you can keep them in an airtight container or any jar of your choice and keep it in the countertop. No addictive, no refrigeration, no preservative here. And you can use it to cook and make any salad of your choice. Thank you also so much for watching, and I believe you enjoyed this video. If you did, give your girl a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done that yet, and if you're a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. This is Maafeli. Thank you for subscribing, and always remember, at Maafeli, we believe in the old adage, your health is your wealth. So be mindful of what you eat. Nyamre boa, yeke ye biako. Bye.